I got 0. No, that side.
Yeah, almost.
No, wait, that side's small.
That's small.
We've had a discussion about spacing ourselves correctly along this line. So we've got 0 here, we've got 1,000 right down there past Kyle, and so by looking at what I'm seeing now, I'm seeing Kyle's probably a little bit past the midway point. So what's halfway between 0 and 1,000?
500.
So you're telling me that if Hayley was around about, what would Hayley's estimate what Hayley would be there?
400.
About 400, so that means everybody else is in the range from 0 to 400 and you're spaced equally apart. Why does she need to move? Right, good reasoning. I like it. You're 22. You're all 22 and you're that far away from 0. And right up here is 200, Hayley. Right up here is 200 and you're halfway between 0 and 200. You got to readjust your positioning.
How could this be 500 if down there is all the way the end? 500 is like right there.
But we gotta have hundreds.
How's that possible when I'm 200?
Right on there. So that should be, what's half of 1,000?
500.
So what are you, Cara? You're 300. What's halfway between 0 and 500?
250.
Is anybody close to 250? So Amy, you should be around about 250 because you're about halfway. You're 118. Well, 118 is half, roughly, of 250. So where should you be?
100.
Okay, but that 100 should be about what? What? How many hundreds in 1,000?
10.
10. So that should be 1/10. Is it 1/10 of the whole line? No. 2,333.
3,000 and those guys are 500.
I'm not 5,000 is
They're 5,000 and then there's 3,000.
I'm not 3,000.
Well, you're nearly 3,000. She's one off.
Yeah, just one off.
Exactly. So I'm calling you 2,000. And then so 4,000 is probably going to be down. We changed our numbers. And then 3,000 would be down there. Yeah, but if 3,000 is there and 4,000 here, we're 5,000. 5,000. Welcome to the dark side. If you split that into like half,
Yes.
that would be about 750.
Yep.
And they were saying about where 750 is.
So it'd be 7,500, wouldn't it?
So
So 9,000 would be further along. Okay, let's go down here. What?
Here would be 2,000. Here would be 3,000. So you sort of use the squares to help you.
Well, okay. So are you measuring out equal distances using the squares?
Yeah, I'm trying to use the squares to help measure out a good distance.
Good, because you know the distance between.
You didn't do it right. Okay. I didn't do it. So what are you doing? 1/6. 1 divided by 6.
That would be there.
Oh, okay. Then there you go.
So what do you have to be? You haven't told us about I'm 0.18, so he would be closest to me.
What's a better way to say 0.18?
18.
18 hundredths.
And I
Yes, 18 hundredths. And Rory, yours is 2/10. So 2/10 is equal to what as hundredths?
20 hundredths.
20 hundredths. So who comes first? Amy or Rory?
From 0 it's 8.
Good girl. Then Rory. But how far should Rory and Amy be apart? Very, very close. You're only 2 hundredths apart, Rory. You guys are almost the same value.
I see you two are very close.
And what are you, Cara?
I am.
Apart from causing trouble.
No, we're not. 0.017
Would say that wouldn't be. Well, how would you read that as a decimal then?
Okay, 1700.
Is what? 0 points.
I'm 0.18, so I should be
0 point. What's the first column represent? Its place value after the 0.
So 0 would be
Tenths. And then what's the column next to that? That's whole numbers, right? But what about if we go further along on the other side of the decimal point?
Thousands, 100,000.
Good girl.
Millions.
So like, see here. In the range between 1 and 1 million, and then without discussion this time, we'll try it a little bit differently. Without discussion, I want you to see if you can organise yourselves appropriately on that number line from 1 to 1 million. Type it in. Keep it secret. Try and extend yourself to use a number that you haven't used before, perhaps, and go.
900. 99. That's 5.
So read what you've got there.
90,099.
Good boy, well done. So that's 118. So we're from 0 to 1 million. Do you think 118 would be there? Okay, looking for some advice, please. We've got 0 to 1 million, and Amy at the moment is representing. Put your hand up, Amy.
118.
Amy's got 118, and she looks to me to be around about maybe 1/10 of the line. If Amy was 1/10 of the line, so 1/10 of 1 million, what should she be? Kyle? Pardon?
100,000.
So hang on, 33,000. 500,000. Is that what that is? 33,500,000. So what's half of a million? 500,000. People in bigger numbers, you've done a really good job, Rory. Talia, you guys are in good positions there. So can you guys come and help these guys? Come on, come and help these guys. You're all in a really good spot. Come and assist and discuss. Explain why you need to move them. What numbers have we got? 56. What's halfway between 0 and 50?
25.
So what are you? 14. Does she look like she's halfway between, Amy?
Yeah.
Yep. You look like you're about halfway between, and your number what?
14.
Would you like to reposition yourself somewhere perhaps? Okay, do that now. What number is halfway between 50 and 100?
75.
75. And you're now halfway between 50 and 100, so you should be where 75 is. What are you?
85.
What do you think you should do?
Move across.
Okay, that's a... If that's zeros over there and 1,000 is up there, and you try to break it up into hundreds, how many breaks will you have along there? How many hundreds go into 1,000? Yeah, 10. What have we got here?
999.999.
So you've gone to 999 and then you've gone to 999 thousandths. That's pretty close.
We've got a point.
What's the point called? What's it called? What's the dot called? What's its proper name?
We don't know.
Can anybody help them out?
200.
200.
205.
Okay, now if I look at you, Troya, you are about halfway between 500 and 0. Is 200 about halfway between 0 and 500? What would be halfway between 0 and 500, Troya? Good girl. So if you're 200 and that where you're standing is right on halfway.